Okay, so here I'm going to show you how to disconnect the motherboard. Whenever we work on the mothership, you always want to ground yourself by touching the raw metal here on the chassis. First things first, we want to turn the mothership off and unplug all the cords from the backplane. Next, I'm going to unscrew the faceplate of the motherboard, and we're going to disconnect the ribbon cable. Next, we are going to disconnect the power from the motherboard. So you can see up here there is an orange connector, and I'm just going to pull this off like so. Okay, here we're looking at the mothership from the back, and I'm going to reach in and grab the 7-pin power connector from the back plane and remove it. You got to give it a little bit of a tug. There it is. So now we're ready to unscrew the motherboard and slide it on out. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is pull this ribbon cable off. It comes off quite easily. And this is what your motherboard looks like when you're ready to send it back. Whenever we work on the mothership, you always want to ground yourself by touching the raw metal here on the chassis. Okay, so we have our motherboard ready to install. The first thing we're going to do is attach this ribbon cable, and you want to make sure that the red wire is down and that the ribbon cable is facing forward. So we're going to take this end here, and you want to make sure that all the pins go in properly. Now I'm ready to slide the motherboard in. You want to make sure that the back plane is all the way to the left, and you want to make sure the metal goes into the card guides on the top and bottom. I want to feed the ribbon cable over the back plane and get the card ready to be seated. Then I am going to plug in the 7-pin to the backbone. And then seat the card, tighten the screws. Okay, so now looking from the front, I'm going to find the orange 2-pin power connector, and we're going to connect that to the motherboard. And lastly, I'm going to take my faceplate, and again with the ribbon cable you want to make sure all the connections are made properly with the red wire down, and attach the faceplate to the chassis. So here we have the motherboard ready to go, and I've grabbed one of the daughter card boxes. And what we're going to do is put the motherboard in the anti-static bag.